Hey guys, how's it going? BCHD here and welcome back to episode number 4 of the FIFA 19 Parma Road to Glory career mode, and we're back with a bang. We've got a game against Napoli away at the San Paolo Stadium, and we're going with our strongest lineup. We're going straight into the episode with a big task ahead of ourselves, coming up against one of the best teams in Serie A. Recently beat Liverpool in the Champions League thanks to Inglese's last minute goal. But it's all about us right now, taking on Parma away with that nice little away strip that we have. I'm loving this Parma away strip right now in the Serie A. But Napoli in 5th, we in 13th. It's going to be a big task for us to complete, but as you can see there, Inglese is ready for some action as Napoli get the action underway here. And it's Callejon nearly getting a goal there with Sepe coming in clutch. Biabiani with a lovely run down the middle. Inglese cuts back inside, lays it off to Gomes. Gomes lays it off to Grassi. And what a lovely strike he puts in the back of the net there. Top right hand corner, the left foot shotgun. And we go 1-0 up here. Meret had no idea and had no chance of getting a hand onto that one. Puts his laces through it, top right corner. And we go 1-0 up here, away at Napoli. It's just probably the best start we could have asked for. And it's our midfielder on loan from Spal, Grassi, with a wonder strike. Probably the best goal of the series so far, as Inglese is causing some trouble again. He goes down this left-hand side, cuts back inside, fools everyone. And we go 2-0 up thanks to Inglese here at the San Paolo. What an absolute strike. What an individual goal that is. Runs around all the defense. He's not the paciest man on FIFA, but he did the defenders dirty there, cuts back inside, and it's the right foot finesse shot. What a beautiful goal that is, putting us 2-0 up here at the San Paolo. Napoli get a set piece here, and it's Koulibaly with the header just going wide as we continue to attack. We're looking for our third, as Gomes is on the end of this one, and it's Meret with a save there. Cicciretti puts the ball through to Inglese. Inglese doing a 1-2 with Cicciretti. Back to Inglese. And unfortunately just goes wide of the post as Napoli have a little attack here. They cross the ball into the box, and it's that man Insigne getting one back as we thought, but it was offside. Taddy Chong comes on the pitch. You can't miss him with that afro as he gives the ball through to Desi, our other midfielder. Desi does a little 1-2 with Chong. Chong gives it off to David, our striker that came on. And the Canadian can't get the third to end off Napoli. He has Napoli are getting desperate now. They're having shots at goal in the 90th minute as we're trying to look for the third to kill this one off. Tae Chong with a lovely through ball into David. And he can't get his first goal in Parma colours, but it doesn't matter. We get a 2-0 victory here away at Napoli at the San Paolo thanks to Grassi and Inglese. 2 goals in the first half. Inglese right before half time, and Grassi few minutes into the game, and it's a big 2-0 win. And we put a little rotated side up. It's Di Gaudio getting a little chance there, Sprocati and David up front. It's against Empoli at home. I was kind of expecting us to win. Shaparenko and Murgia get a start, as well as Tonali. So very rotated side as Pellegrini, our left back from Roma, gets us off to a great start. Caputo missed the penalty in the 8th minute. We go 1-0 up against Empoli. And we're arriving at half time. As we're going into the second half, Caputo redeems himself for his first half penalty miss and gets the equaliser here at the Ennio Tardini. And we're hopefully trying to look for the winner here, but it's the 90th minute. And we end up getting a 1-1 draw against Empoli, fellow relegation rivals, I guess. It's probably a 6-pointer. Parma did win that one in real life 1-0 thanks to Gervinho. And talking about Gervinho, he's been nominated for Player of the Month for October, as well as Inglese and Grassi, the 2 goal scorers at Napoli. And it's Roma player Perotti getting a nomination there. But 3 out of the 4 nominees are Parma players, so great to see that. in there, but it ended up being Perotti winning the player of the month. But we got bigger fish to fry here in the Serie A. We're back to our first starting 11, our strongest team to go into this game against Genoa, and Parma did in fact win this one 3-1 in real life. Even going 1-0 down, they came back and won 3-1, so hopefully we can replicate that in this game. We're playing at the Stadio Luigi Ferraris, they would call it, but unfortunately it's not in FIFA 19. The licensing isn't there for the stadium, and we're going to have to play the generic stadium for Genoa, but it's Genoa nonetheless, and we're trying to get off to a great start. Here's Inglese, does a little 1-2 with Murgia. Murgia puts Biani through, and he's on hot form at the moment, been playing really well, and he caps it off with a goal here. The little Suarez celebration too. And a lovely goal to put us 1-0 up in the 5th minute. Murgia just slots that one through. I believe it takes a deflection, but it's Biani with the right-footed shot. Not even a finesse shot, just side-footed shot, and placed it to perfection, getting us a 1-0 lead here at Genoa Away. But we've got a corner. We whip it in, and it's that man, Inglese. Gets the header from the corner. We haven't been scoring too many corners, but it's Inglese getting a lovely header, putting us 2-0 up in the 20th minute, and he jumps over the barricades for this nice little FIFA 19 celebration animation. It's pretty nice. I mean, I've always wanted to jump over the barricades when I scored a goal, and we finally do it here with Inglese, getting a lovely header there, and it's a nice little cutscene to have. But Cicciretti has a shot, takes another right before half-time, and unfortunately couldn't get the third goal to put the game to bed. But Genoa still have a chance to come back in this. They've gone down the left-hand side, they crossed the ball into the middle, and unfortunately they get a goal back here in the 47th. So much time for them to come back, and we end up losing our 2-0 lead, and it's cut down to 2-1 as Lazovic is on this left-hand side, causing us a bit of trouble for Genoa. He crosses the ball in again, and it's 2-2. Genoa in the 76th minute get a goal back here. Yuri gets a goal for Genoa. It's 2-2. We let our 2-0 lead slip, and unlike at Napoli, we can't keep the 2-0 lead. We don't keep a 2-0 lead, unlike Napoli, and yeah, we end up drawing that one 2-2. Unfortunate, as we were winning it, but Tonali goes up to a 69, as well as Chong goes up to a 67, so a bit of training growth going on there. Yeah, so we're going into the next game against Lazio at home. Big game. We've been having some big games, but we've won the first game, drawn the second game. What's going to happen here against Lazio at the Stadio Tardinia? First game at home of the episode. We're going to go straight into it. Lazio, probably one of the best teams in the Serie A in the past 2 years in terms of attack. They've got that man Ciro Immobile just scoring for fun at the moment. And it's actually Alessandro Murgia's facing his older team. I don't know why I was trying to blank out there, but it's Murgia facing against his old team, his old teammates, and let's see if he can prove a point here against Lazio, his former team. But it's our defense split right open here, and it's Luis Alberto, the Spanish striker, getting things underway here with a 1-0 lead, and he's celebrating like crazy because he has gotten his team into the advantage in the 7th minute. And our defense was just all over the place. That gap was just left for him to run through. As you can see there, he has run through the whole entire defense. And Sepe couldn't get a hand on that. Too much of a powerful shot. But we try to get one back here. Gervinho crosses the ball in. Unfortunately, can't get something on it there. As Murgia lays it off to Biani, our French right winger, who is scoring for fun at the moment. He scored against Genova. He's scoring against Lazio. And we're back with a bang here, getting the equaliser in the 15th at home. And we need another replay on this goal, people, because it was a lovely left-footed volley. Strakosha couldn't do much about that one, and it's Biani absolutely lacing that one through. And it's between that one and Grassi, which he scored at Napoli, to see which one was the goal of the season so far. We've got a few goal of the season contenders, But while we were thinking about what was going to be goal of the season, it's Lazio getting a 2-1 lead here. Ciro Immobile pounces on the cross, and it's the low-driven cross catching our defense out. We can't clear it, and Ciro Immobile was there to poach it, and indeed he got the 2-1 lead as Lazio keep going on the attack. He's Sepe with a lovely save there to keep us in it, but we're passing around the back. And we all know what happens when I pass around the back. We concede a goal here, 3-1. Casieda, I didn't even want to play the replay because I just knew I stuffed up so bad. And we have a corner here. Can we score off a Bastoni? Gets a lovely header on it, hits the crossbar. And it's that man, Grassi, with the goal. And we get back into it, 3-2. Just imagine if I didn't do the stupid passing around the back, we wouldn't have conceded. But it wouldn't matter anyway, because Lazio, with a lovely play, whipped the ball into Ciro Immobile. And they get a 4-2 lead here at the Ennio Tardini. And I was just thinking, if I didn't pass it around the back, we would have been a level 2-2. But unfortunately, we didn't get the result we wanted. Some more training going on here with Merja, Shaparenko, Tonali, and Chong. And yeah, we're going to put our strongest team back in the team sheet. And we're going in this one. Atalanta away from home. Another team with a generic stadium. And yeah, we're sitting in 11th in the Serie A at the moment. Can we get a win here? We just recently lost against Lazio at home, so hopefully Atalanta away can get us some points on the board, and we go in again with this beautiful away strip. I don't know, I'm just loving that horizontally striped yellow and blue kit. I don't know I'm having a shocker today, people, but we are back with a game against Atalanta. Cicciretti with the ball, lays it off to Inglese, and he gets his 3rd goal of the episode so far. He's consistent. Inglese is scoring in pretty much every game, not doubles or hat-tricks. He's just getting one in every game. Very consistent player, and it's another right-footed finesse shot. And Cicciretti, after losing the ball, gives it back to Inglese, and it's the lovely curler from Inglese, hits the post and goes in. The best goals you can score. But Atalanta on the attack here. Duvan Zapata gives the ball off to Pasalic, and it's Papu Gomez in the clear here. He absolutely thunders that one home and gets Atalanta the equalizer here at home. And what a goal it was. Papu Gomez with an absolute wonder strike, and he gets Atalanta back into this one. Poor defense from us. We couldn't mark him. As you can see there, he just ran through our defense, similar to the Luis Alberto goal. We're going to have to tighten up the defense maybe in January, so maybe get your centre back comments down there. But it's Duvan Zapata, and we concede 2 goals in literally the space of like 5 minutes, not even. Papu Gomez, the centre of attention again, as he whipped the ball in to Zapata to head that one home. And it's the 27th minute here. We're looking to concede a 3rd right now, as it's Duvan Zapata. And literally, in the space of 10 minutes, we've conceded 3 goals against Atalanta here. 2 from Duvan Zapata. That one, I feel like Sepe could have saved this one. You can see on the replay here, you could see for yourselves, but we can't clear the ball. And Sepe, I don't know if it was the speed of the shot, maybe the power, just went straight through him. But Grassi is here. He takes a shot, hits the post, but it's Mergia there on the rebound. And we get a goal back right before halftime, 3-2 against Atalanta. But Grassi, I was trying to replicate his Napoli goal. It hits the post, but Mergia was there to collect and clean up what Grassi started. And unfortunately, the Atalanta goalkeeper couldn't get his hands to it. And Mergia gets a lovely goal there, taking the rebound, putting it past the goalkeeper. But as soon as we got back into the game, it's Cornelius for Atalanta in the 70th minute. Just as we were getting some momentum back into the game, Cornelius leaps literally like a salmon above our defense. You'll see on the replay here. Leaps above Romagna and gets a beautiful headed goal. 4-2 down at the moment. Can we get a goal back into this one? And unfortunately, our header goes over the bar as we subbed on Gomes, and David couldn't get his first goal in Serie A after he's made a few appearances off the bench, but unfortunately we end up losing that game 4-2 as well, and we're not doing well at the moment. 2 losses in a row, 1 win and 1 draw this episode. It's going to be hard as we're looking at some youth scouts here. We're looking at to see who is getting into our squad from the youth academy. We're looking at a few players here, 92 potential, you know, 74 was a bit too low for us, 86 and 88 probably a bit too low, so we're left with 2, Santoro and Mancini with 94 and 92 potential. But this is a Serie A table. We're sitting in 15th, we're 3 points away from the drop zone, 3 points away from Empoli. And yeah, it's pretty scary considering we had a pretty decent start to the season, but we've had 2 wins, 5 draws and 3 losses, so not too bad, but still we could improve. 11 points and yeah, 3 points away from the drop. It's going to be a very tight season this season in the Serie A, but our next opponent, Frosinone, are sitting in 13th, equal on points with us, but we're only like 5 points away from top 6, so we'll see how it goes. A very, very tight league right now, as Juventus sit on top, as well as Torino, Inter, Napoli making up the top 4. But that has been the standings so far. We are up against Frosinone at home in episode number 5. It is my team that we're facing off against. It'll be interesting, so hopefully you guys did enjoy this episode number 4 of the Parma career mode, the Road to Glory career mode in FIFA 19. If you did, smack a like on the video, subscribe for some more FIFA 19 career mode content. Follow me on Twitter, the link is in the description, and I'll catch you guys on the very next video.